Hello, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
How are
Hi,
you
teacher.
today? Good? Doing good? All right, we're going to wait just a couple of more minutes for maybe other students to join us for our session. Let's give them just some more minutes. All right, guys, let's start our class today. Remember, today we're going to cover the topics that were assigned to the session on Tuesday, March 14th. Okay, so we are going to continue working on Unit 3. The first topics of Unit 3 from the book we will complete today. All right, so let me check the list just before I start. Remember, it doesn't affect your attendance, but I will check to who came to the class today. Gerson Arismendi, or Gerson Arismendi, sorry.
Gerson, hi teacher.
Yes, no. Keiner Baez,
I'm here, teacher.
thank you. Jean-Claude, Jessie Calderon,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Natalia Camargo,
Present, teacher.
thanks. William Castrilla,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Marian Chain, Andrés Correa,
Present, teacher.
all right. Andrés Corredor,
Present, teacher.
all right. Andrés, Johan Duque,
Present, teacher.
all right. Silvia Natalia Cuellar,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Elkin Fernández,
Present teacher.
all right. Julián Figueroa,
Present, teacher.
all right. Ginette Fontecha,
Present, teacher.
thanks. Carlos Galán.
Present, teacher.
Right. Mabel Gamboa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Cindy García.
Present, teacher.
Right. José Alejandro Gómez.
Here, teacher.
Thank you. Okay. Juliet Gomez, not here. And Lisette Tarazona.
Present, teacher.
All right. And Brian Vargas.
Present, teacher.
All right. Excellent, guys. Thank you. And thanks for participating in our session today. So we are going to start immediately. So remember, before we start, I want to follow up, continue practicing a bit on last week's topic, which is present perfect simple or present perfect continuous, right? So that is the first exercise for today. We're going to do a practice activity on this, and then we will start on the missing topic from Unit 3, comparatives and superlatives, a little bit of practice, a Kahoot, and then a writing activity for the first block, right? The first 2 hours of class. And also, guys, before we start, let me show you here. Entonces, en esta parte les voy a hablar en español. Ya vi sus proyectos, el avance del proyecto. Hubo una persona que lo subió con este nombre, documento 1, y no tiene el nombre tampoco en el proyecto. Entonces, no sé, de pronto, si alguien lo reconoce. Ok. Entonces ya, bueno, ya sé quién es la actividad. Ya los demás ya pueden ver el documento. Tiene ya algunas notas, comentarios, entonces ustedes lo pueden abrir, dan clic. Creo que sí lo pueden abrir o no, espérenme, lo modifico nuevamente para que lo puedan ver. Y así puedan descargar el documento con los comentarios pues realizados y que lo puedan corregir. Les voy a volver a mandar el enlace. Por favor, revísenlos, descarguen el documento, lean los comentarios y ahí también van a poder ver su nota. ¿Listo? Ok, entonces ya con la parte de notas ya tenemos claridad. Mm, Y recuerden también, chicos, que yo tengo en la carpeta de nosotros, del grupo 1B1.1, tenemos algunas actividades que hemos realizado, entonces ya, por ejemplo, hoy les estaba revisando la de la unidad 2 y todas estas actividades que ustedes hacen van sumando para la nota de quizzes, ¿ok? Entonces, hay algunos estudiantes que no subieron la actividad acá, eso les va a afectar la nota. ¿Listo? Entonces, todas estas actividades que hacemos durante clase las vamos sumando para la nota de clases. Listo. ¿Ok? Entonces, ¿alguna pregunta? Recordemos que mañana tenemos el examen final del nivel B1.1. Vamos a tratar los temas de las unidades 1 a la 4, los que hemos visto, ¿ok? Eso será, pues, en términos generales, lo que se va a evaluar. Okay, so let's start. As I was telling you, the first activity is an activity to practice present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. That was the topic from yesterday, last week's class, right? Or the last class on Friday. So for this part, I want you to read the sentences. We have 10 sentences in total. And you are going to select the correct answer A, B, or C in each case to complete the sentence. For example, the book you lent me and it's great. I'll give it back to you when I finish it. Yo, el libro que me prestaste y está genial. Te lo devolveré cuando lo termine. Entonces, ¿cuál será el tiempo? Yo he leído
¿Sí?
o yo he estado leyendo.
I've been reading.
I've been reading. Exactamente. Yo he estado leyendo. Es una oración que indica la duración de la actividad. Es una actividad prolongada. Entonces, vamos a hacer el ejercicio con las demás oraciones. Let's read the sentences. Then you select the correct answer. After you finish, we will check the answers all together. All right, guys, when you finish, please let me know so we can check the answers together. All right, guys, let's read together and check the answers for each point. The second one, Bruce, tennis since he was a child. He, many trophies.
Has been playing
He has been
and has
playing
won.
and has won many trophies. Right. Number 3, you, too much playing time on that stupid game.
Have spent.
You have spent too much time playing that stupid game. Number, Natalia, yes?
Teacher, en ese caso no podría haber sido el has been, como pareciera que estuviera hablando en ese mismo momento que está como
Okay.
jugando.
Yes, I will explain the website. At the end, when we check the answers, it has a little explanation on why we choose this and not this. All right. So let's finish all the points, and at the end, when we check the answers here, we will read the explanation on why it's A and not C. Okay. Number 4, you tennis since 10 o'clock. How many sets?
Have been playing and have you played?
Yes, you have been playing tennis since 10. How many sets have you played? Number 5, he, since he was a little boy. We have 2 correct options in this case.
Has fished and has been fishing.
Has fished and has been fishing. Next page, 6. He, to me, since we met last summer. He, over 100 emails.
Has been writing.
He has been writing to me. He has sent me over 100 emails. Number 7. Any fish today?
Have you caught?
Have you caught any fish today? Yes. Number 8. He, hundreds of job applications, but he's got no answers yet. How long for a job?
He has sent and has he been looking?
Yes, good. He has sent. How long has he been looking for a job? Number 9, now that I tidying the house, I'm going to clean it. Now that I
Have finished.
finished. I have finished. And number 10, we this TV for ages. I think it's time to buy a new one.
We have had.
We've had this TV for ages. It's time to buy a new one. Okay, so let's check number 3. We had a question here, why we use have spent and not have been spending. We use the present perfect simple when we talk about how many things or how much of something we have done. Entonces, en este caso, como estamos hablando de cantidad, dice mucho tiempo, ¿ok? Responde a la pregunta how much, como de cantidad. Entonces, cuando hablamos de cantidades, nos estamos enfocando eso ahí usaríamos el presente perfecto simple, ¿ok? El continuo se usa más para las preguntas de how long, de cuánto tiempo, ¿ok? Acá es en duración, de how long y no en cuánto, en how much. ¿Ok? Es que la diferenciación es difícil en español porque es como muy similar. Pero acá la pregunta es how much y no how long. Since noon or for 2 hours, ¿sí? Sino que nos dice mucho tiempo, cantidad. ¿Ok? Entonces, cuando siempre tenemos eso, muchas veces, mucho tiempo, usamos el presente perfecto simple y no el continuo. All right? This is why. Okay, any other question about this exercise? Do we have any doubts still about present perfect simple or continuous? Okay, guys, so you can continue practicing this topic in this same link. You have other 2 exercises, number 1 and number 3, that you can use to keep on practicing, all right? To practice this topic. Now let's start. Our topic for today is in Unit 3, Comparatives and Superlatives. We are going to review the use of comparatives and superlatives. So let's go to the book on page 26 and 27. We're going to work on this to start today. So let's look at the topics. First, sorry. Sorry, guys, I had to sneeze. So in this part of Unit 3, we are going to talk about comparatives and superlatives again and check some other ways, some different ways of comparing, okay? Other phrases to compare as well. So we are going to focus today on comparatives and superlatives. We're going to start by checking this quiz. We have in part 1 is about people and part 2 is about countries and cities. So I want you to start reading the quiz individually. I'm going to give you some minutes. You are going to choose the correct answer in each case, and then we will listen to check our answers, if our answers are correct or not. For example, the first part is about people. There are over 6 billion people in the world. Find out more about them. Look at the nationalities in the box. Americans, Danes, Germans, Indians, Mexicans. So you're going to match each nationality with one of the questions. Okay? And then in part 2, you have countries and cities. So you have questions 6 to 10 is multiple choice. You're going to select or circle the correct answer or the answer that you think is correct in each case. Okay, no importa que no sepamos la respuesta correcta, vamos a tratar de adivinar si no la sabemos y después escuchamos para verificar cuáles son las respuestas correctas. Okay, let's have some minutes and then we will listen. Let me know when you are ready, when you read all the quiz, and then we will check together. All right, guys, I think some of you are ready. So first, let's read the quiz together. You tell me what answer did you choose, and then we listen for the correct answer. Let's start reading with Andres Correa. The second question here on people. Sorry, the first. Who are happier and more satisfied than anyone, any other nationality in the world? What did you say?
Teacher, I think Mexicans.
All right, let's put the answer, Mexicans. Don't worry, we will check later for the correct answers. Andres Corredor, the second one. Read the question, please, and then you tell me your answer.
Who work harder than any other people in the world?
Mhm.
I
What do you
think
think?
Indians
Okay,
work hard.
you say Indians. Let's put. Okay, thank you. Number 3, Brian.
Who are more likely to go to the cinema than any other nationality in the world? I think it's Indians too.
All right, you say Indians for this. Don't, no problem. We can put here Indians again. Okay, number 4, Carlos. Read the
Yes,
question.
teacher.
Mhm.
Who discuss politics more often than any other nationality in the world? I think it's Mexicans.
Okay. All right. So we only have Mexicans and Indians. What about the others? What about Americans, Danes, Germans?
Or
Okay.
Americans, it's possible.
Okay, let's put American just to change the answer. Number 4. And number 5, let's see, maybe Cindy.
Who are the funniest people in the world according to a survey of 20,000 people of different nationalities?
Huh?
I think that Danes.
Okay, we say 30,000, right? 30,000 people. Okay. Danes. All right, now let's read the second part of the quiz. Elkin, for countries and nationality.
Okay. 6.
Mhm.
Which city is more popular with tourists than London, New York, or Rome? Yes, it's Rome. Pronunciation.
Rome, yes. Mhm.
I think that is A, Rio de Janeiro.
Rio? Okay, more than Paris?
Rio
think?
has a big sculpture, Jesus. I think that is
But Paris has the Eiffel Tower.
the Eiffel Tower. It's complicated between Paris
Okay.
and Rio de Janeiro, but I
Okay,
think
we will check on the audio to see what's the correct answer. Jeanette, can you read number 2, please?
Which is the third largest country in the South America after Brazil and Argentina? I think it's Peru.
Peru. Okay, Jeanette, can you repeat the largest country in?
In
Vuelve a
South
leer.
America.
In South America. Es que te escuché in the South America. No. Okay, in this case we say in South America.
Okay.
Well, you say Peru. Let's continue. Gerson, number 8.
Okay. Which US city is the furthest
Furthest?
furthest north? I think is Dallas.
Dallas? No.
I
Dallas
don't
is
know.
in Texas. Texas
I
is on the south of.
I am the west.
Yes, so furthest north. ¿Cuál ciudad está más al norte de Estados Unidos? The furthest north. So it's definitely not Dallas. Maybe Chicago. I'm not quite sure, but I'm between Chicago or New York. I think it's Chicago. So let's put A. A, Chicago. Oh my God. I can't. Okay, continue. Johan, number 9. Can you read the number 9, please?
Which which country has the lowest cost? And C?
Japan,
Yes.
you think? All right. Number 10. Jose. Number 10.
Okay, sorry. Which is the tallest city in the world? The city with the most skyscrapers?
Skyscrapers?
Skyscrapers. I think is New York.
All right, we say New York. Okay, now thank you guys for participating. Let's listen. We will listen to the quiz and check for the correct answers. Okay.
Unit 3, Recording 1.
Can you hear or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's put the quiz.
Part 1. 1.
A recent survey found that the citizens of Denmark were the happiest in the world. The least happy people in the world were the citizens of Togo in Africa.
2. According to a recent report from the OECD, the hardest working people in the world are the Mexicans. They do about 10 hours of paid and unpaid work every day. In terms of paid work, Koreans come top of the list with long working hours and an average of just 3 days holiday a year. 3.
Indians go to the cinema more than 3 billion times a year. That's far more than any other country. Malaysia, by contrast, has the lowest rate of cinema attendance in the world.
4. A recent survey found that Germans discuss the subject of politics more than any other nationality in the world. 29% of Germans said that they discuss politics frequently, compared to, for example, 13% of British people. 5.
According to a recent survey of 30,000 people in 15 countries, the funniest people in the world are the Americans. People who took part in the survey mentioned American TV programs such as The Simpsons and Friends as the reason for their choice.
Part 2. 6. 10 million people visit New York every year, but Paris is the most populous city in the world for tourists. Over 15 million people visit every year. 7.
The largest country in South America is, of course, Brazil. It covers about half of South America. The second largest is Argentina, and the third largest is Peru.
8. Chicago is the furthest north, although it is only slightly further north than New York. San Francisco is the furthest south. 9.
Canada has by far the longest coastline in the world. It's over 200,000 kilometers long. That's almost 4 times as long as Indonesia's coastline, which is the second longest in the world.
10. The city with the most skyscrapers in the world is not actually New York, as most people think. It's Hong Kong. It has 1,218 buildings that are over 100 meters tall. New York, which is second on the list, has 562.
Okay, guys, so now we have all the answers. Look, we only had one correct answer, number 7. All the others, the answers were very different. Tell me, how many did you get correct individually? You can check on your notes, your book. Which ones did you get correct? Or how many?
3.
You got 3. Okay, it says 6. Okay, not bad. 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 5. All right, good. You did a good job. 7, 5. All right, excellent, guys. Good. So in this exercise, on this quiz, we can find different examples of comparatives and superlatives. Let's take a look on the quiz, and let's find some examples for comparatives and superlatives. All right, so I'm going to use color green here. So here we have one. Who are happier and more satisfied than? Oh, oh wait, this is It's not working properly today. We have happier and more satisfied. Another example, work harder than, who are more likely to go to the cinema more often than. All right, all of these are examples of comparatives. And also here, the funniest people in the world. This is a
Superlative.
superlative. Yes, a superlative. On the other side, we have a city is more popular with tourists.
Comparative.
More popular.
Comparative.
Comparative. Oh, this is impossible. More popular. The third largest country. This is
Superlative.
Superlative.
a superlative. Oh, sorry, guys. This is terrible today. Then we have city is the furthest north. This is a comparative. Furthest north. The longest coastline, also superlative. And the tallest city in the world is also a superlative, right? Comparatives and superlatives. Very easy. We are going to review the basic rules for comparatives and superlatives, right? Let's take a look here. Right? I know that you remember we studied this in previous cycles, but let's review the rules and let's see some extra expressions in comparatives or superlatives. So the rules are, for one syllable words, we add ER or EST. For comparatives, ER, older, and for superlatives, the oldest, EST, right? The cheapest, the highest. The other rule, when we have one syllable words that ends in consonant, vowel, consonant. Las palabras de una sílaba que tienen esta estructura de consonante, vocal, consonante, duplicamos la última letra, ¿no? La última consonante. Hot, hotter, double T, o the hottest. Big, consonante, vocal, consonante. Bigger, duplicamos la última letra, the biggest. O thin, también sigue el patrón. Consonante, vocal, consonante. Thinner, the thinnest. All right? These are the rules. Then we have words of two syllables ending in Y. Esta es la excepción, ¿no? Palabras de dos sílabas que terminan en Y toman la terminación IR. Quitamos la Y y añadimos IR o IST. Healthy, healthier, o the healthiest. Happy, happier, o the happiest. Noisy, noisier, the noisiest. Okay? So words, two-syllable words ending in Y, we take or drop the Y and add IER or IEST. Okay, then the other rule, when we have words of two or more syllables, entonces el resto de palabras de dos sílabas o más, we add more or most plus the adjective. More famous, the most famous, generous, more generous, the most generous. Okay? And we have three regular adjectives that we need to remember. Good, we say better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Far, we say farther or further, the farthest or the furthest. Okay? So this is the basic rule. Very easy review. Tell me, guys, any questions so far about comparatives or superlatives?
No, teacher.
No,
All right.
teacher.
Good. I think we're clear so far. Okay, guys, so now I want to check on page 138. Let me show you. We have like some extra vocabulary that we can use to make comparisons or to use superlatives, right? Let's look at page 138, página 138. We have some vocabulary to talk about big and small differences, okay? So if we have a large or a big difference between two objects, we can use the words much or a lot. Entonces ya vamos un paso un poquito más arriba entre comparativos, ¿no? Si la diferencia es muy grande entre dos cosas, usamos el a lot o el much. Russia is a lot bigger than Belgium. Entonces, Rusia es mucho más grande que Bélgica. Okay, a lot or much. And for small differences, we can use a little bit, or slightly. All right, France is a little bigger than Spain, or France is a little bit bigger than Spain. France is slightly bigger than Spain. Okay, what is slightly? Remember? Yes, ligeramente. Is slightly bigger than Spain. And finally, here we have some common phrases that we use with superlatives. We can say by far the most. Entonces, esa frase es muy común. Como es de by far, es como de lejos es la más grande, la mejor. Eso significa, bueno, que le lleva mucha ventaja a las demás, ¿no? Es de lejos la mejor. By far the most, or the largest, the best, the most famous. All right, so we have the example. Let's read the example, please, Keiner. Brazil.
Brazil is by far the largest country in South America.
Very good. Another phrase that we use is one of the most. Es una de las más. Julian, can you read the second one? Baghdad.
Teacher, I can't see the screen.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
let's. Now you can.
Yes.
Baghdad.
Baghdad is one of the oldest cities in the world.
One of the oldest. Then we have the phrase, the second, the third most. Lisette, can you read the sentence?
Birmingham is the second biggest city in England.
The second biggest. Entonces, la segunda más grande, la tercera más. Esas son las frases. Y la última frase es the least, la menos, the least. Mabeli, can you read the example? The coach. Or maybe Silvia Natalia?
Yes, teacher. The last one.
Yes.
Okay. The coach is the least expensive way to get to the airport.
The coach is the least expensive way to get to the airport. La manera menos costosa de ir al aeropuerto. ¿Ok? Entonces, en este tipo de frases, by far the most, one of the most, the second or third most, or the least, generally, we find is often followed by in plus a place, ¿no? Entonces, cuando usamos estas frases, por ejemplo, mi hermano es uno de los mejores estudiantes en su clase. Entonces siempre era en más el lugar, ¿ok? O Cartagena es una de las ciudades más turísticas en Colombia, ¿ok? So always in plus the place. Here in the world, in England, right? It's not always, but it's often. No es que esta sea una regla que siempre debe ir el in más el lugar, pero pues por lo general, muy a menudo lo vemos de esta manera. ¿Ok? All right, guys. So tell me, any questions so far?
Teacher, what is the meaning? The coach?
Coach is a bus. This is a coach. All right. This type of bus is called a coach. All right. So in English, we have the difference. A bus is this, como de transporte público generalmente en la ciudad, y un coach es buses más grandes, intermunicipales. All right.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
This is it. All right. Excellent, guys. So let's practice. Let me open the link for the practice activity. We're gonna play a Kahoot, very short Kahoot to practice comparatives and superlatives. Let me send you the link for the game. All right, let's join and practice comparatives and superlatives. All right, guys, let's start. Okay, let's send the link one more time. All right, guys, it was very fast. This one, congratulations, Lisette. I think this is Elkin and Jeanette. All right, the difficult questions were number 1, my uncle is older than was the answer, and number 11, Laura is taller than Mike, right? So because it was very fast, so maybe this was difficult for you to answer in only 10 seconds, but this topic, I think it was easy for you because we already studied it in past cycles. Okay, very good, guys. So let's go back to our book. I have here. So let's take a look. We are going to complete exercise 1 on page 27. All right, page 27, exercise 1. We are going to add 2 words to each sentence to complete the information from the quiz. Use the correct form of the adjective in brackets. So using the information on the quiz, you are going to complete the sentences with 2 words. So we have one example. Canada's coastline is. The adjective you must use was long. El que debíamos usar era long. Entonces, la línea costera o la costa de Canadá es mucho más larga que la de Indonesia o Rusia. So, much longer. Okay? So, I'm going to give you some minutes. Remember the words, a little bit, a lot, much, or slightly, to complete with the adjectives in the comparative or superlative form. Okay, let's complete the 8 sentences, then we will check together. All right, guys, let me know when you are ready, when you finish, so we can check together. All right, guys, are you ready or do you need more time?
More time, please.
Okay. Okay, guys, I think you are ready. So let's start checking. Let's begin with Natalia Camargo. The first sentence, can you read it? Number 1.
Maybe. Okay. Paris with 50 million tourists is a lot more popular than
Yes.
New York,
Mhm.
which has 10 million.
Yes, this is correct. A lot more popular than New York, which has 10 million. All right. William, number 2.
Argentina is the most largest country in South America.
No, this is not true. Remember, the first is Brazil, and then Argentina is the second.
Second. Ah,
So we
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the second largest country in South America.
Okay.
All right. Yesid, number 3.
Chicago is the farthest
Is
northern New York.
in this case, because it's comparative, no diríamos furthest, ya que es comparación.
Farther.
Entonces diríamos further north than New York. Chicago
Okay.
está más al norte, further north than New York. Okay, this is
So one moment again.
Much further?
The answers.
Sorry, is further north. Aquí está mal.
Yes, it's
Debería ser.
much further.
Sí, sí.
Much further north than
Sí,
New
ahí
York.
está mal. Podría ser much further, pero es que no, esa información no la tenemos del audio. Podríamos decir much further north than New York. Podría ser. Yo creo que acá debería ser north sin las dos líneas, pero bueno. Number 4. Let's start again with Andrés. Number 4.
¿Andrés Corredor o Correa?
Andrés Correa, sorry.
Okay, teacher, Mexican are the harder working?
The hardest working.
Hardest, yes, the hardest.
We say hardest working people in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the answer. Hardest working people in the world. Good. Andrés Corredor. Number 5.
The Danishes are the it was the second happiest.
Podría ser a lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot happier.
Are a lot happier than people of Togo.
Ujú. Lo que no recuerdo era si Togo eran los más infelices o eran los sí, como the least happy. Eso era lo que decía en el audio. Entonces sí sería a lot happier
A lot happier.
than the people of Togo.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Brian, number 6.
The people of India are a lot of more liker to go to the cinema than the people of Malaysia.
In this case, no, we say a lot more likely to go to the cinema than people of Malaysia. ¿Ok? Entonces, en este caso, como no es un adjetivo, o sea, sería como, es más probable que vayan. Esto funciona como un adverbio. Ahí no modificamos con el final IER, ¿ok? Esto estaba aquí en la regla, creo que no lo vimos, se nos pasó. Entonces, acá nos dice, en los adverbios son esa excepción. Hay adverbios que terminan en LI, en la Y, ¿no? More slowly. No, ahí no aplicamos la regla de convertirlo a IER, sino decimos more slowly, ¿ok? Recordemos, un adverbio es algo que modifica a un verbo y no a un sustantivo como son el adjetivo. Por ejemplo, un adverbio dice, es más probable que vayan al cine. Modifica el verbo ir, ¿ok? No a las personas, como alto, bajo, rico, pobre, ¿ok? Sino a los verbos, ¿ok? Entonces, por esa razón, no agregamos el ER a likely, sino a lot more likely, ¿ok? Yes or no? Okay, I think it's clear.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
All right. Number 7. Let's see, Carlos.
Yes.
Number 7.
Americans are considered the funniest or the nationalities.
Ahí diríamos funnier than, porque estamos comparando con otras nacionalidades, ¿no? Son más
Okay.
chistosos.
Funnier than.
Funnier than, funnier than other nationalities. And Cindy, the last one, number 8.
Yes, the Germans discuss politics more often than the British.
The Germans discuss politics much more often than the British. Acá igual sigue la misma regla del adverbio, ¿no? Como likely, much more often than the British. All right, guys. Excellent. Listen, so we have 15 minutes to finish this block, and then we continue. So what we're going to do now is you are going to start working on this point 4. You are going to write 6 sentences comparing your country to a nearby country or an English-speaking country that you know. Entonces vamos a hablar, a crear 6 oraciones comparando nuestro país con un país vecino o un país de habla inglesa, ¿ok? Del que tengamos alguna información. What are you going to talk about? Cities, climate, cost of living, population, scenery, and size. Ciudades, clima, costo de vida, población, paisaje, scenery, y tamaño. Okay? So I want you to write 6 sentences comparing Colombia to another country, a neighboring country, or an English-speaking country. All right? So you're going to write your sentences. I'm going to send you the link for you to start working on the sentences. And then when we come back, so at 8, we will get in groups and do the speaking part, the discussion part for this activity, all right? For comparatives and superlatives. So let me send you the link. Vamos a escribir en la presentación, en las diapositivas, como ya lo hemos hecho antes. Ya les envié el enlace de la presentación. Y en la pantalla les pongo el orden del lista. All right, is it clear what we have to do now?
Yes, teacher.
All right, perfect.
Johan.
Teacher, sorry. And in the country, we need to write down the
El país
like
con el que
the
van a
own
compararlo.
country, like Colombia or the other.
No, el
Teacher,
país con el que lo van a comparar.
¿cuál es mi diapositiva? ¿Me puedes confirmar, por
No,
favor?
we can. Okay, William, eres el número. Ay, ¿dónde estás? 6.
Ah, es que creo que hay alguien ahí.
Ahí creo que se me corrieron. Por favor, hazla a las 7 entonces, William.
Vale.
Ok, creo que está corrido uno. Sí, Natalia fue la que no sé quién se corrió.
Teacher, pero la mía me sale que es la 7, entonces ¿cómo la va a hacer en
Entonces, haz la 8, ¿ok? Creo que está una corrida, entonces voy a escribir los nombres.
Sí, se corrió una, no sé por
Se
qué.
corrió una, es que veo.
La 8 ya tiene nombre.
A ver, la 7, están vacías la 8, la 7.
La 4 está vacía, teacher. Alguien se corrió la 4.
A ver quién fue. Jessy. A ver, Gerson está bien. Andrés creo que se saltó una porque es el. Andrés fue el que está saltado. Andrés Corredor.
Sorry, teacher. No, soy yo, Calderón.
Ok,
Ya voy a la 4.
Dios. Voy a escribirles los nombres, ¿ok? Aquí en la 7 y la 8. No lo vayan a cambiar. William. John. Y la 8, Mariana. Listo. All right, once you finish, let me know so I can go to your slides and check the sentences. All right, I'm checking some of your slides. The word scenery, general is uncountable, ¿ok? En inglés la palabra paisaje es incontable. Solo podemos decir, the scenery is better. Brian, for example, here, the scenery in Colombia is better than in USA. ¿Ok? Aquí, como es comparando, no usamos el superlativo. The size of USA is a lot bigger, than Colombia's. Right. Silvia Natalia, you have number 10. Much better scenery than Mexico. Colombia is a lot more expensive than Mexico. Colombia is much smaller than Mexico. Colombians are much smaller than Mexicans. Colombia is much smaller than Mexico. Cities are more interesting than Mexico cities. Right, good. Excellent. Okay, guys, so we're going to take our break for 15 minutes now, and we will come back at 8. When we come back, I will create some breakout rooms for you to share your sentences with some students.
Okay, teacher.
Just give me a moment. Marianne? Marianne? Okay. All right, guys. So see you again at 8.